Autolite and its 96,000 dealers bring you Mr. J. Carroll Nash in tonight's presentation of
Suspense. Tonight, Autolite presents a story about buried treasure, a real buried treasure, and a curse, a tale we call The Treasure Chest of Don Jose, starring Mr. J. Carroll Nash.
Hey, Hap, what are you doing?
Well, getting a fast start with my Autolite Stay Full battery, Harlow.
Ah, you bet. Fast and dependable. And best of all, that Autolite Stay Full needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use.
And I know why, Harlow.
Sure you do, Hap. It's because the Autolite Stay Full has over 3 times the liquid reserve of batteries without Stay Full features.
Right, Harlow.
So, friends, visit your nearby Autolite battery dealer soon. He services all makes of batteries and has an Autolite Stay Full for your car if a replacement is needed. To quickly learn his location, just phone Western Union by number.
And ask me, Operator 25, and I'll gladly tell you the location of your nearest Autolite battery dealer.
And remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, with The Treasure Chest of Don Jose and the performance of Mr. J. Carroll Nash, Autolite hopes once again to keep you in suspense.
This is not a pretty story. There is blood in it, the blood of men and women. There is a curse in it, and gold. But it is a funny story. It is a joke, a great joke I cannot laugh at. It is a joke on me. In matters of this sort, secrecy is of the most importance. In matters of this sort, no man is your friend. Once, I had a friend. We lived together in my little house on Black Cay down in the Gulf of Mexico. But then the hurricane struck, and everything was different. The wind blew for 2 nights and a day, and when the waves piled up on the quay and swept away the house, it was my friend Pedro who dragged me away unconscious and lashed me to a ring bolt on our little dock and saved my life. Next day, the sun was shining again, but there was nothing left on my little island. The splintered planks that once had been the house of my father were scattered among the stripped palm trees, and even the big chimney that was built by my great-grandfather was a pile of broken bricks. There was nothing but blue sea and a bright sun and heaviness in my heart.
Even the chimney.
What would you expect from such a wind?
Aye, my friend. So now at last the curse of the Gasparias has fallen on you?
Curse, you speak foolishness. It was a hurricane.
So it was, but a hurricane sent especially to destroy you?
You cannot believe that silly tale.
Did not your father perish from a bolt of lightning that struck him from a cloudless sky?
The doctor said it was a heart attack.
And your grandfather pulled into the sea by a giant octopus?
He was washed overboard during a squall.
And all because of his father, Don Jose, the king of the pirates? And the curse put upon him and all the Gasparias by the beautiful Doña Margarita, who preferred death.
Oh, you prattle like a schoolboy, you who have never been one day to school. Come, we will clear up this mess and build the house over again. You should know that I endured a certain local notoriety since I bore the same name and was the great-great-grandson of Don Jose Gasparia, one of the last and one of the fiercest of the pirates of the Spanish Main. This was much less interest and concern to me than it was to my friends and acquaintances among the Florida Keys. Neither my father nor his father before him had ever profited by a single doubloon from the legendary treasure of our pirate forebear. As to the curse pronounced on Don Jose by the proud and virtuous Doña Margarita, I gave it as little credence as I did the recurrent tales of Gasparia's buried treasure. But that was before Pedro and I set about clearing up the hurricane's mess. We were stacking brick from the demolished chimney when Pedro made a discovery.
Jose, look at this.
What is it?
Seems to be a box, a little iron box, the size and shape of a brick.
Well, let me see it.
There was a lock there, but it's rusted away.
Hand me that pinch bar.
There's a paper inside there.
Yeah, it is very old.
What does it say, Jose?
Oh, nothing. It's just an old paper. Looks like...
Looks like a poem,
Yes,
huh?
yes. Oh, I remember now. It is a nursery rhyme from my father. And then he copied it for me when I was a little boy.
But what's it doing in this old iron box?
Oh, I must have hidden it away once when I was playing. Well, amigo, come. We shall get back to work, huh? It was a lucky thing Pedro could not read. Nursery rhyme. That rotting piece of parchment said, "On Dog Buddy's Island you could fare worse if there you will Don Jose's curse. For there, 33 yards southeast of the Rocky Guards, you'll find a pleasantly fulsome measure of Gasparia's earthly treasure." There could be no question about it. Here was at last a tangible clue to the hidden goal of my ancestor. It was mine if I could find it. And why should I share it with anyone, even Pedro? I was the rightful heir, and I would claim it all. So that night I took our only boat and rowed to the mainland. I spent 2 days in the public library in Key West searching the old charts before I found Dog Buddy Island. It was a tiny sand spit near the tip of Cape Cod. I withdrew all of my money from the bank, bought a suit of city clothes and an airplane ticket north, and the next day I was standing on a cold, windy Massachusetts beach talking to a suspicious real estate agent.
No, sir, I ain't heard this called Dog Body Island since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. Where'd you hear it called Dog Body Island?
Well, I really don't know. Some friend of mine down south, maybe.
Well, it's called Sprague Spit now, ever since old Captain Sprague bought her up. Of course, she always was connected with the mainland at low tide. You can see the sandbar over yonder.
Yes, I see her. Now, about the house.
Well, there she is, just above that point of rocks. Just a summer cottage. Too danged uncomfortable this time of the year.
Well, it looks all right to me.
I can find you something a heap sight better in town. Got a nice little house just back of a gas station.
Well, I'm looking for solitude.
Yeah, you'll find plenty of that out here. Ain't a neighbor more than a mile and a half.
That point of rocks, is that the only one on the island?
Yeah. Pirates Point, folks call it hereabouts. Fella says the buccaneers used to put in here for water in the old days. Me, I don't put much stock in them stories myself. You sure you want to rent this place?
It is just what I am looking for.
I wish you wouldn't. It said there's a curse on it. I wish you wouldn't.
It was perfect. My little rented cottage on the beach. Quiet, secluded, and yet within view of that rocky point, which must be the same one Don Jose called the Rocky Guards. There was a stack of firewood beside the kitchen door, and in a shed back of the house there was even a long-handled shovel. A most fortunate circumstance, since I did not want to create any suspicion in town by purchasing one. I can tell you I scarcely slept that first night. So great was my eagerness to be up in the morning, pace the 33 yards southeast of the Rocky Guards, and begin digging for my treasure. 29, 30, 31, 32.
Morning.
Oh, good morning.
Looks like it's going to be a nice day.
Yes, it does.
Gonna do some digging?
I beg your pardon?
I see you got a shovel. Looks like you're going to do some digging.
Oh, yes, clams. I'm going to dig for clams.
No clams in the surf.
Oh, there aren't?
No. Find them on the bay side.
Oh, then I'll look over there.
Don't dig them with a shovel. Got to use a rake.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. It's too late now anyway. Tide's coming in. Another low tide at 5 this afternoon.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm a stranger here.
Yeah, I know. Heard you'd rented the Davis place. I'm chief of police of Queecasset.
Oh? Anything wrong?
No. Town limits come all the way out here, though. Gonna stay here long?
I don't know. A few weeks. Maybe all winter.
You a writing fella?
No.
Painting fella?
No.
Just taking a vacation?
Yes, you might call it that.
Beats me. Well, nice to have this talk with you. Anything you need in the way of police protection, just let me know.
He couldn't know. How could he know? Nobody knew about the treasure clue but me. Yet he seemed so suspicious, and he asked me so many questions. Well, I went back to the house, sat by the window until he was out of sight up the beach. But by that time, the tide had come in and the treasure was buried by the ocean. So I waited until 5 o'clock when the tide was low. And then, carrying a gasoline lantern, I paced off the 33 yards south-southeast of the Rocky Guards and set to work. Although the evening was chilled with a brisk breeze blowing in from the sea, I soon had shed my coat and was dripping with perspiration. I lost all track of time and place and my own identity. I was a machine attacking the wet, sliding sand with huge bites of my shovel, widening the hole as it grew deeper until my lantern threw long shadows across the opening that had now become large enough for a coffin. Then my shovel hit something solid. I reached for my lantern, and there, under its lifeless green glare, was a section of rotting wood. I shoveled wet sand to one side. There was a rusted iron strap. I had found it. An iron-bound chest. The treasure chest of Don Jose Gasparilla. It was almost too much to bear. Suddenly my dampened shirt chilled me, and I was seized with a fit of shivering. Then I began crying like a frightened child. How long I crouched there in this agony of relief and joy, I cannot tell, but suddenly, above the sound of my own sobs and the pounding surf and the sighing wind, I heard voices. Terror seized me. Who came now to violate my supreme moment? Who now threatened to deprive me of what was rightfully mine? I turned the lantern out, scrambled from the hole. A few yards away, I could see the beam of a flashlight slowly approaching. I ran, hid behind a ledge of rocks, my heart drumming in my ears, my held breath screaming in my tightened throat, trying to listen, trying to see. What were they doing? Did they know? At last it was quiet. I watched their light as they made their way across the island toward the bay. And then after a long time, I heard the cough of a motorboat. Still I waited until the sound of the receding motor was lost in the sighing wind and the hiss of the nearby surf. Then I lit my lantern and went back to my diggings. The hole, it was half filled, and suddenly my terror turned to rage. What had they done? I began digging savagely. But almost at once my shovel hit something that was softer than the chest and yielded to the pressure. I seized my lantern, crouched over for a closer examination, and found myself looking into the still open and vacantly staring eyes of a corpse.
Autolite is bringing you Mr. J. Carroll Nash in The Treasure Chest of Don Jose. Tonight's production in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Say, Harlow, wait a minute. Do you mean everyone?
Everyone, Hap.
Positive?
Positive, Hap. Every positive plate in the Autolite Stay Full battery is protected by fiberglass retaining mats to reduce shedding and flaking and give longer life as proved by tests conducted according to accepted life cycle standards.
All that plus, eh, Harlow?
Plus the fact that the famous Autolite Stay Full needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. Yes, the Autolite Stay Full needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. So, friends, visit your nearest Autolite battery dealer and ask him about an Autolite Stay Full battery for your car if a replacement is needed. He services all makes of batteries, and he's conveniently located. To quickly learn his address, just call Western Union by number
And ask for me, Operator 25. I'll gladly tell you the name and location of your nearest Autolite battery dealer.
where you can get your Autolite Stay Full battery, the battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. And remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. J. Carroll Nash in Elliot Lewis's production of The Treasure Chest of Don Jose. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
For a moment, as I stared into the open eyes of the corpse, I had a strange feeling that he was one of Don Jose Gasparillo's men buried with the treasure chest to guard it through eternity. But this was ridiculous. The man was only recently dead, no 100-year-old skeleton. And he was young and well-dressed, yet he stood between me and my treasure. Was this then the curse laid upon Don Jose, come to rest at my feet? With the greatest effort, I covered the grisly guardian of my fortune. By then, it must have been close to midnight. The tide was coming in. I dragged myself back to the house, tormented by 1,000 anxieties. Sometime toward dawn, I must have fallen asleep. For the next thing I knew, it was past noon, and someone was pounding on my door.
Hey! Anybody home?
Just a minute. I'm coming. Oh, it's you, Chief. Good morning.
Afternoon now.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I was sleeping.
Thought you was dead.
Dead?
Yeah. Took long enough to waken you.
Excuse me. I had insomnia most of the night.
Insomnia, huh? Mean you was awake?
Yes.
Most of the night, you say?
Why, yes.
Hear anything peculiar out here?
No. What do you mean?
Prowlers or such?
Why should anyone be prowling out here?
Didn't say there was. Asked if you heard anyone.
No, I didn't.
Got to check. This being in the town limit.
Why? Is anything the matter?
Yeah. Kidnapping. Murder, maybe.
Murder?
Yeah. Ain't you heard it on the radio?
I haven't got a radio.
Sure. Great consolation for a man living alone.
Well, what happened? Tell me.
Young Harvard fella, sinful rich. His father paid the ransom, $20,000. But the kidnappers didn't deliver the boy. Got a 3-state alarm out for him. Think they're on the Cape somewheres. We're just checking.
What makes you think they'd come out here?
Oh, don't know. Hunch partly because somebody borrowed one of Jen Chantry's boats last night. Found a blood stain in the cockpit this morning. Didn't see him.
No, I told you I didn't.
Yeah, so you did. Well, we'll catch 'em, of course, if they're on the Cape. Sooner or later, we'll catch 'em. Ransom money's in small bills, all marked. They'll get hungry sooner or later and spend some. Besides, we got a pretty good description of 'em. Let me know if you see or hear anything.
Yes, of course. I'll be glad to.
Yeah, just checking.
Now there was no time to lose. I had already missed one low tide. I had to get my gold and get it away from this island of suspicion and debt. I waited until 5 o'clock and returned to my diggings. The low, scudding clouds packed the sand with sudden gusts of icy rain. There was little likelihood that I would have unwelcome visitors on such a forbidding evening. I quickly disinterred the body from my treasure hole. Unquestionably, he was the kidnapped victim, a young man dressed in flannel slacks and saddle shoes of a college boy. I dragged him to one side, out of sight behind some rocks where I couldn't see his empty death stare. Then I went back to my digging. By 7 o'clock, I had uncovered the chest and was prepared to lift it out of its grave. The curse? No curse, for here was the treasure, and it was mine.
I better give you a hand with that.
What?
He wants to know, do you need a hand with that?
Who are you? What are you doing here? How did you get here?
Low tide. I walk. Get out of the hole, Pop.
Answer me.
Help Pop out of the hole.
Yeah. Come on, Pop. All right, where is it?
What?
It's gone. He got rid of it.
Get him out of there.
Okay, Pop, come on.
No, let me go, please. Let me go.
Where is it, Pop? What'd you do with him?
Do?
Where's the kid?
There. I put him there.
Steve?
Yeah. He's here.
What are you trying to do, Pop? Why'd you move him?
What's he trying to do?
He was.
Was? Was what? Look in the hole.
Yeah.
No, don't.
There's a box in here.
That's why you moved him, Pop? Get to the box.
Give me a hand with this.
Leave it alone. It's mine. Don't touch it.
Shut up.
Yeah. That's it.
What do you got, Pop? Treasure? Buried treasure?
Don't laugh. Maybe that's what it is.
Let's get it out of there.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I told you to shut up. All right, Steve, let's get it out of there.
There it was, my treasure, in the sand-covered, iron-bound box. Only it wasn't mine. Not while these two hoodlums stood over me with clenched fists and poised boots. At gun's point, they made me grasp one of the rusty handles, and one of them lifted the other, and they forced me to help carry it toward the house. My treasure, it was mine, and nobody could take it from me now. I must find a way to rescue it. When we got inside the house, they yanked open the chest and emptied one of the canvas sacks, its contents cascading onto the table in a golden stream of doubloons.
Well, what do you know? Gold.
It's mine. It belongs to me. It's my inheritance.
Yeah, I know, Pop.
Only you're going to pay a high inheritance tax, 100%.
Okay, now, Pop, I'll tell you what we're going to do. My friend and me are in a little trouble. And you're going to give us a hand, aren't you, Pop?
What are you talking about? Go away. Leave me alone.
That's just what we're going to do. We're leaving, and we're taking that bright, shiny stuff with us.
The treasure is mine.
But we're going to be fair. More than fair. We're going to give you $20,000 in nice, up-to-date American money. How do we know? Maybe that junk of yours ain't worth half that much.
Your money's marked. It's ransom money.
That's beside the point. This dough of yours won't work in a cigarette machine, you know. Gonna have to go to a lot of trouble to cash it. What was that?
Window blew open. It's rained like the devil outside.
Better get started.
No, I won't let you.
Just take it easy, old man. You got no complaints. You're 20 grand ahead of the game.
What the? Look at this, Jeff. Wind blew a piece of driftwood through the window.
Come on, we gotta get out of here.
All right, let's go.
Grab one under that chest.
Wait a minute, you forgetting something?
What?
A sack full on the table.
Oh, yeah. Here, Pop. Here's one for you as a souvenir.
Come on, Jeff. We got to get this thing across the sand spit before the tide comes in.
Yeah, we're all finished here. So long, Pop.
No, my treasure. My treasure.
And thanks, Pop. Thanks a million.
And they were gone, walking slowly across the dunes with a heavy burden. I watched them, unaware of the sheets of rain driving through the open door of the cottage, unaware that the house itself was shuddering from the impact of the storm, unaware that the wind had shifted from northeast to southeast. And suddenly I became conscious of my great danger. The tin frame cottage was creaking and shaking. It was shaking from the relentless wind, and the sound of the storms had a familiar tone, a tone I had heard once before, and then I realized the wind had shifted. I realized this was no ordinary storm. This was a hurricane. Outside, the waves were piling up, coming closer and closer to the cottage. Over my head, there was an ominous crunching, ripping in the eaves. I could see the gray daylight through the eaves. The roof would blow loose any moment. I threw myself against the kitchen door and, crouching low, ran away from the sea. Down behind the shelter of a high dune, I stumbled against a cranberry bush and fell flat, spread-eagled on the sand. And suddenly the wind stopped, the rain stopped, and there was the calm of death. It was the center of the hurricane, the eye, the moment of respite before the final fury of the storm. And I remembered the curse and wished aloud for its fulfillment. And there was no sound but the booming of the furious surf, and then there seemed to be a distant human cry. I looked toward the rocky guards. Far in the distance, for an instant, I could see the tiny, struggling figures of my tormentors. And then a giant wave crashed down on them, and the spit disappeared in boiling, angry water. And the wet heavens descended again, hurled upon me by the tail of the hurricane. I awoke with a light in my eyes, a light brighter and bigger and closer than the sun. And I heard a voice.
You all right, Mr. Gaspar?
Who?
It's me, Tris Weatherby. Got out here as soon as I could. We was worried about you. Out here with no radio, you couldn't get the storm warnings. You come up so fast, wasn't time to get you off.
Oh, thanks. That's very kind of you.
Lucky you got out of the house.
Why?
Ain't there no more. Ocean came plumb through, carried the house right out into the bay. Made 2 islands out of Sprague's spit.
The house is gone?
Not a stick of it left. 10-foot channel where it stood. Storms play funny tricks. That kidnapping I told you about.
Yes. What about it?
Found 3 bodies out near those rocks. The kidnappers and their victim. What do you know about that?
Nothing. Nothing at all. It is a very funny story, no? But I cannot laugh. The joke is on me. You don't believe me? But look, here is the gold doubloon. All that is left of the treasure chest of Don Jose. Yet I know this to be true. There is a treasure. I saw it, held it, and that treasure still exists. Only now there is no map. But I can tell you, in the rocky surf near the 2 islands called Sprague's Spit, if you will dare the curse, is the treasure chest of Don Jose.
Suspense. The story of a true buried treasure, presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Mr. J. Carroll Nash.
This is Harlow Wilcox speaking for Autolite, world's largest independent manufacturer of automotive electrical equipment. Autolite is proud to serve the greatest names in the industry. That's why, during the early months of 1952, the Autolite family is saluting the leading car manufacturers who use Autolite products as original equipment. Our Autolite family is a big family, and it's made up of nearly 30,000 men and women in Autolite plants from coast to coast and in many foreign countries. Our family is also made up of more than 18,000 people who have invested a portion of their savings in Autolite, as well as 96,000 Autolite distributors and dealers in the United States and thousands more in Canada and throughout the world. Our Autolite family will salute the Chrysler division of Chrysler Corporation on the next Autolite Suspense television program. If you live in a television area, check the day and time of Suspense on television so that you will be sure to see this show. And remember, be with us next week for another thrilling Autolite Suspense program on radio.
Next week on Suspense, our star will be Mr. James Mason in the story of the terrifying escape of a dying man, an adaptation of Odd Man Out. In weeks to come, we shall also present Miss Barbara Stanwyck, Mr. Richard Widmark, and Mr. Herbert Marshall, all on Suspense. Suspense is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with music composed by Lucian Morowick and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The Treasure Chest of Don Jose was written for Suspense by Christopher Anthony. Featured in the cast were Anthony Barrett, Charles Seal, Joseph Kearns, and Clayton Post.
J. Carroll Nash has just completed Clash by Night, a Jerry Wald, Norman Krasner for RKO.
And remember, next week on Suspense, Mr. James Mason in an adaptation of Odd Man Out.
This is Harlow Wilcox again to ask if you have time to send a dime. Your contribution to the March of Dimes will help a polio victim to walk again. Send your dimes or dollars to your local March of Dimes headquarters. Won't you join the March of Dimes tonight? This is the CBS Radio Network.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
They say there's a thin line between love and hate. And if it's true that It's love that makes the world go round. Perhaps hate could bring it to a standstill. It's been tried with rather tedious frequency for the past several thousand years, and if the haters keep at it, they may finally make it. Unless, as in the upcoming play, love once more triumphs. Listen then, as Charles McGraw stars in 227 Minutes of Hate, a tale well calculated to keep you in
Suspense.
You look at the calendar hanging on the wall, and you wonder if it's you or the day that makes it look so uninspiring. And you decide it's the calendar. They just aren't making good calendars anymore. You squirm around in your chair and take a look at the clock. 11:44. 11:44 of a Friday morning that shouldn't have happened. It's that dull. You swing back to your desk and pick up the phone. Detective Bureau, Lieutenant McDougal speaking.
Hello, Lieutenant. This is Bill Rand out at the Hillway Airport.
Yes, Mr. Rand, what can we do for you?
Well, I want to report a stolen plane.
I see. A what?
An airplane. It's been stolen. I want to report it.
Well, now, look, Mr. Rand, we take reports on stolen articles here, cars, things like that, but a stolen airplane...
I know there isn't much anyone can do about a stolen plane, but the trouble is, it's in the air.
Well, that figures.
The man who's flying it can't fly.
Well, in that case, you have nothing to... What?
I tried to stop him, but he had a gun.
Oh, now, just a minute, Mr. Rand. Suppose we begin at the beginning.
Well, this guy, he goofs around the field all the time, one of those hangar flyers. But today he showed up around 11 o'clock and said he decided to start taking lessons. So,
Hold it, Mr. Rand, just a moment. Frank.
Yeah, Mac.
Get on the extension and take this report.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Rand, what was the man's name?
Regan. Charles Regan.
His address?
423...
Excuse me, Mr. Rand. My other phone's ringing. You go ahead and give the report to the sergeant. I'll be back with you in a minute.
Okay.
Hello. Detective Bureau, Lieutenant McDougal speaking. Oh, yes. Yeah, now, wait a moment. Where are you calling from? Yeah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, fine, Mrs. Stevens. We'll see what we can do right away, and thanks for calling. Mr. Rand.
Yes, Lieutenant?
I think we found your plane.
Oh, that's great. Where is it?
Well, the lady I just talked to wasn't too accurate, but according to her, it was flying up and down in front of her house on Delaplane Avenue.
Flying up and down?
Well, that's the lady's way of putting it. I figure what she meant was that it was buzzing the street in front of her house.
Good Lord, Lieutenant, he's liable to crash that thing. You got to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, Mr. Rand, but there's only one thing I'd like to ask you.
Yes?
What would you suggest? Yeah, the man's right. You got to do something. But what? Reach out with a long arm and pluck the plane out of the sky? Put out a call to the radio cars and tell them to bring in an idiot in a stolen plane? You look at the report that Frank's taken and you try to figure out your first move. Any move.
Here's the fellow's name and address.
Yeah, it's probably a phony.
No, I don't think so, Lieutenant. Rand said he got it off the man's driver's license.
Yeah, well, we can take a run out there, I guess, but it isn't going to help us to get him down. Did Rand say anything to you about why he thought the guy wanted the plane?
No. He said he acted fine until they got out to the takeoff line and warmed up the engine. Then he said the guy suddenly pulled this gun out and shoved it in his ribs and told him to get out.
Mm-hmm. So he got out.
What would you do, Lieutenant?
I'd get out. I'll get it with you, Frank.
Yeah. Detective Bureau, Sergeant Kelly speaking. Yes, sir. Yes, we've already got a report on that, sir. Where are you calling from? The courthouse. Yes, sir. Yes, we'll do all we can, sir. Thank you. Now what? Plane just rolled its wheels on the roof of the courthouse. They got a panic on their hands down there.
All right, Frank, get out a bulletin to the civil defense people. Alert the fire department, the sheriff's office, all of our cars. Tell them what we've got and to expect anything. I'm going to see if the Air Force can help us. You grab your phone and call the air base on the edge of town. It takes a little doing, but finally you get a colonel who's interested but firm.
Look, Lieutenant, I assure you we'd like to help, but what can we do?
Well, I thought maybe you could scramble a couple of your planes and, well, sort of head him off, make him go away from the city.
I'm afraid our jets can't fly that slow, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Only somebody's got to do something to get this guy down before he kills a lot of people.
Has he got a radio in his plane?
I don't know. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute, Colonel. Frank, did Rand say anything about a radio in the plane?
He didn't mention it, Lieutenant.
We don't know, Colonel.
Well, I was thinking that if he had a radio and he had it turned on the tower frequency, we could contact him from here. At least talk to him.
Well, look, can you try it? if you can get him, maybe we can make him see what he's doing.
What's the number and make of his ship?
Wait a minute. I got it here in the report somewhere. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's a Cessna single engine, number N4091. Is that what you want?
That's it. If you want to wait on the phone, I'll have the tower put out a call right away.
Yeah, fine. I'll wait. You sit there waiting for the colonel to come back, and the minutes tick by, and you try to figure out some way to do this thing right, and you can't. If he has a radio, if he has the radio turned on, why would he have it on? You listen to the phones, and you hear Frank and the other people in the office taking calls. They're coming in faster now, and they're all about the same thing. An airplane with a fool in it who seems to be trying to kill himself. Trying to kill himself, of course. But you can talk suicides out of it. You've done it more than once. Then the colonel's back on the phone again.
No luck, Lieutenant. He either doesn't have a radio or he doesn't have it turned on. We called him on all the frequencies and there was no answer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, thanks for trying anyway, Colonel. You might keep calling.
I'll do that. And if we raise him, where can we reach you?
Call the Detective Bureau and ask for me. They can get me in my car if I'm out. And thanks, incidentally, very much.
Hillway Airport, Bill Rand speaking.
Hello, Mr. Rand. This is Lieutenant McDougal.
Oh, yeah, Lieutenant. You got a line on my plane yet?
Now, listen, Rand. Did that ship have a radio in it?
Yes.
Well, good. Was it turned on?
Yeah.
You sure?
Well, sure, I'm sure. I turned it on myself.
Well, the airbase tower's been trying to reach the plane. It doesn't answer.
It doesn't that? Oh, wait a minute. I remember. While we were taxiing out to the flight line, I turned it down.
Why?
Well, I'd already gotten tower clearance.
Oh, but if it's on, why can't this character hear it?
The engine noise would be too loud.
Oh, great. Okay, Mr. Rand, thanks. Frank.
Yes, Lieutenant.
We can't do anything here but answer phones. Let's take a ride out to the guy's address and see what we can find. Maybe he's got a wife that can tell us something.
Such as what?
Such as how do I know such as? But we can't sit around here waiting until he's crashed. At least we might find out why he's doing what he's doing.
Okay, Lieutenant.
Come on, let's go.
Nice-looking place.
Yeah, I hope someone's home.
Yes?
Mrs. Regan?
Yes?
I'm Lieutenant McDougal. This is Sergeant Kelly.
Police?
We're from the Detective Bureau. Your husband is Charles Regan?
Yes, that's right, but...
I wonder if we could talk to you for a moment, Mrs. Regan, about your husband.
Well, yes, of course, but is something wrong? Is he hurt?
No, not yet, Mrs. Regan, but tell me, has he ever flown an airplane?
Charles? Why, no. Oh, he sometimes goes out and hangs around the airport out at Hillway, but he's never flown a plane. I don't think he's even been up in one.
Well, can you think of any reason why he might want to take a plane?
Take a plane?
Fly one, Mrs. Regan. Take it up into the air.
Now, what's this all about? These questions don't make any sense.
Well, what's happened doesn't make sense to us either. Your husband went out to the Hillway Airport less than an hour ago, Mrs. Regan, and took an airplane away from the flying instructor, and he flew off in it.
Oh, what? He could kill himself.
Know any reason why your husband would want to kill himself, Mrs. Regan?
Well, no.
Everything all right between the two of you?
I resent that, Lieutenant.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but sometimes we have to ask questions like that.
Of course everything is all right between us, only...
Only what?
Well, Chuck doesn't like people much. He sort of feels everyone's against him. He's so full of hate. And then this morning...
What happened this morning?
He was fired. Came home around 10:30 and told me he was fired.
Where did he work?
At the television station.
And what kind of work did he do there?
Well, he's sort of an idea man. He thinks up scripts and ideas and all. He has a lot of talent.
I'm sure he has, ma'am.
Somehow they just don't appreciate him. When they fired him this morning, it was the last straw. It was like somebody I didn't know. I'll show them, he said. I'll show them I hate them. I hate them all.
Does he hate you, Mrs. Regan?
Oh, no, Lieutenant. No, Chuck loves me. Oh, no, I can't believe it. Of course, my husband was upset, almost sick maybe, but he wouldn't do anything like this.
Wouldn't he? Well, look up there.
N4091. That's the plane, Lieutenant.
Is that your husband, Mrs. Regan?
Yes, I can see him. He's waving to me. Chuck! Chuck!
15
And now, we continue with 227 minutes of hate, starring Charles McGraw. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Now you have a little more to go on. Not much, but a little. Now you know that Charles Regan is sick with hate. A hate that has given him the nerve to steal an airplane and the courage to fly it. Hate that may destroy him and who knows how many other people. You have to know more about this sick man before you can even begin to help him. And you haven't much time. His gas tank is racing the second hand right toward death. So you tell Mrs. Regan to stay near a phone in case you need her. And your next stop is the television station where Regan was employed up until this morning. The picture becomes a little more clear as you talk with the station manager, Carl Van Alden.
He must be crazy. He's got to be.
Why did you fire him, Mr. Alden?
I didn't fire him. I let him go.
Why?
Well, don't you try to implicate me in this insanity.
But why did you let him go?
He couldn't cut the mustard.
Well, I understand from his wife that he had a lot of talent.
Well, I'm the judge of talent around here. And in my book, if I ran this station on the judgment of housewives, I wouldn't be in business very long.
Has Regan been back around here yet?
Back here? You said he was up in the air.
Well, that's exactly what I mean. Back around here in that plane.
Why should he come back here?
Well, I've got the impression that Regan's awfully sore at someone. And my hunch is that someone is you.
A man has the right to run his business as he sees fit.
Oh, of course, Mr. Van Alden. And a man has a right to get mad about the way you run your business. Now, if the man is mad enough to go out and steal a plane, he can't...
Crazy enough, you mean?
Perhaps. If a man is that mad, I got a funny feeling he wouldn't stop there.
What are you driving at?
I have a feeling that a man that full of hate would... Well, he would go for the man who hurt him.
Hurt?
Yeah, hurt. Like the guy who fired him. If I were that mad, I might even fly my airplane into the building where he worked.
Nonsense.
Well, maybe. But if I were you, I'd start thinking about evacuating this place.
Evacuate? Evacuate the building? Why, that's absurd.
Not if someone's thinking about flying an airplane down your throat.
Lieutenant McDougal, you're a policeman. Naturally, you think of things from your point of view. But think of mine for a minute.
I thought I was.
Oh, I don't mean my personal safety. I have a public trust. I must stay on the air. And then, well, think of the miserable publicity the station would get if all of a sudden, in the middle of a broadcasting day, I shut down and ordered everyone to leave the building. Why, it could be embarrassing.
It could be pretty embarrassing, Mr. Van Alden, if you didn't order your people out and your former employee flew his airplane right through your roof and killed them all.
He wouldn't dare.
He might.
Well, I won't do it, Lieutenant. I will not be intimidated by a crazy man. Besides, I don't think he has the nerve.
He had the nerve to steal the plane, and he's sore at you. And he's flying around over the city like a punch-drunk moth. You don't think he'll do it? Well, I do. And I hope above everything else that I'm wrong.
I'll put out some bulletins, Lieutenant. Warn the people about what's going on. I'll use what facilities I can, do a public service job, but I will not order an evacuation. That I will not do.
Okay, at least it might have...
Good Lord.
You got an antenna on the top of this building, Mr. Van Alden?
Yes, of course. Two of them, as a matter of fact.
Well, I think your friend just flew between them. He flies pretty good for a guy that doesn't know how to fly.
But he can't do that. He might hit them. He might
even want to, if he's as sore at you as I think he is.
Well, you've got to do something.
Yeah, I know. In fact, I heard that somewhere else today, and you know what, Mr. Van Alden?
What?
I'm beginning to get a little tired of it. Yeah, you're getting a little tired of it, and very tired of Van Alden. You can almost begin to feel sorry for Regan. But then he makes another pass in 2 hours, and you forget about being sorry for him. Matter of fact, you start thinking about getting out of there. Then Van Alden's secretary buzzes him and says there's a phone call for you, and you pick up the phone, and the colonel of the Air Force.
I'm glad I found you, Lieutenant. We made contact with the plane.
You have?
Yes, we got on the radio. He answered our call, and we've got him on the tower frequency.
Look, that's great. Now, just keep him occupied. Keep him talking. Say anything to keep him from thinking up new stunts in that thing. Can you do that?
We can try, Lieutenant.
I'll be there as fast as I can make it.
Air Force 306. You're clear for straight-in approach. Traffic, 3F86 outbound. 1T33 on final. Over.
Roger, clear for straight-in approach. Air Force 306.
Hello, Lieutenant. I'm glad you got here so fast.
You still got him, Colonel?
Yeah, we've been talking to him. He's not too receptive.
How'd you get him to turn up his radio?
Must have been a fluke. Evidently, he made a fairly steep dive on something, and when he pulled up, his knee hit the volume knob. First thing we knew, he answered one of our calls.
Yeah, well, look, I want to talk to him. Can you get him for me?
Sure. Try the Cessna again, will you, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Cessna. 4091. This is Air Force Tower calling. Calling Cessna 4091. Come in, please, Cessna. Over.
Hello, Air Force. This is me. What's on your mind now?
Let me have that mic. Hello. Regan, can you hear me, Regan?
Yeah, sure I can hear you. Who are you?
I'm Lieutenant McDougal of the Detective Bureau. Now, listen, Regan. I want you to fly that plane away from the city.
Sorry, Lieutenant. I'm kind of getting to like it up here over the city, and I'm going to stay here.
Look, Regan, you've got to think of the people who are going to get killed if you crash that thing into a building.
I've been thinking of them, Lieutenant. And I'm sorry for them, but I got something to do that's more important.
Listen to me, Regan. Go ahead. Kill yourself if that's what you want to do. But don't kill a lot of innocent people while you're doing it.
Lieutenant, you're wasting your time. I'm getting so I can aim this plane pretty well. As soon as I get tired of flying it around the city, I'm going to fly it right into those towers on top of the television station. I've been pretty close a couple of times. And when I get ready, I won't be close. I'll be right on target.
Regan, you're acting like a kid who lost his lollipop. So you got fired. A lot of people get fired. A lot of people get fired and don't deserve it. But they don't go out and try to kill everybody. If you say you can aim that plane pretty well, okay. Okay, aim it towards the Air Force base on the edge of town. You ought to be able to find it. We'll get the crash trucks out, and we'll do everything we can to...
Save it, Lieutenant, save it. If you want to use those crash trucks, send them over to the television station. I'll give them a show they won't forget for a long time. Now, knock it off. You bore me.
Regan! Listen, Regan! Answer me!
His radio's still on, sir. I can hear the carrier hum.
Yeah. Frank?
Yeah, Lieutenant.
Get on the phone and tell the boys to start evacuating the television station immediately.
Right.
And ask Radio Central to get a car to Mrs. Regan's house and bring her out here. Tell them to hurry. Maybe she can talk some sense into him. You light a cigarette and stand in the control tower listening to the babble of voices from the sky. And you try to think what you've left undone. The clock says 2:14. 2 hours and 29 minutes since that phone call that started this nightmare, and you're no better off now than you were then. You suddenly think of Rand's report and the words gas aboard, approximately 3 hours. If he'd only run out of gas in the country somewhere, but you know he won't. You know he means what he said about flying down into the towers. And you begin to get scared. The clock moves around to 2:45. You've called Regan regularly, and he's answered twice. And his answers haven't helped. And then at last, Mrs. Regan arrives.
Lieutenant, have you talked to him?
Yes, Mrs. Regan, but he won't listen to me. Maybe he'll listen to you.
Well, what can I tell him?
You can tell him you love him. You can tell him whatever a woman tells the man she's in love with that'll make him listen.
Oh.
There's very little time left. You're the last chance we have.
Mrs. Regan, before you talk to him, I think you ought to know something.
Yes.
We've offered to help him land the plane here. We can do that. We've done it in bad weather with people who've had very little experience.
Chuck's never flown before.
I know, Mrs. Regan, but the main thing is to get him to come over here and make his try where we can help him. I want you to understand that we can help him if he'll let us.
Yes, thank you.
We're going to call him now, Mrs. Regan. And if he doesn't answer me, I'll give you the mic. You can call him, okay?
Yes, all right.
Hello, Regan. Regan, this is Tower calling you, Regan. Can you hear me? Regan, your wife is here and wants to talk to you. You tried, Mrs. Regan.
Maybe he's not even up there anymore.
Maybe. But all we can do is try, Mrs. Regan. Now, please.
Like this?
Yes, that's right. Just talk into the mic and ask him to answer you.
Yes. Chuck, please. If you hear me, please answer me.
I hear you, Lil. But I won't listen, honey. Just go away, please, and let me work this out my own way.
Chuck, they can help you land your plane if you let them. Chuck, please. Please, darling, do what they tell you.
Lil, baby, I'm sorry. I told you how I felt about the job. I told you what they were trying to do to me.
Darling, they weren't doing anything personal to you. Maybe they didn't understand you, but...
They talk, but they never come through. Well, I'm going to come through for them, Lil. I'm going to put this thing right down their throats. I'll give them something to remember Charlie Regan for.
He's getting hysterical, Mrs. Regan. Make him mad or something. Say something to get him back.
Chuck! Chuck, please. You can work somewhere else. You can get another job. You've got talent. And you're young. And I love you. I love you.
Lil? Lil, baby. Oh, listen, baby, I don't want to hurt you. I never wanted to do anything to hurt you. Yeah, I gotta do this now. Don't you see? I can't quit this time.
You won't be quitting. You'll be winning, Chuck. Don't you see, darling? You'll be winning.
Oh, baby, I don't want to hurt you.
Bring the plane over here, Chuck. Please let them help you. Please.
But I don't know whether I could do it. I don't know whether I could get the thing down even if I could find the field.
You can try, Chuck. You can try.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I'll try it. And honey.
Yes. Yes, darling.
I'm not mad anymore. I'm just scared. And if I don't make it, please know I didn't want to hurt you. I never wanted to hurt you.
I know. I know. I don't think you ever wanted to hurt anybody.
We better try to get him over here. He hasn't got much gas left.
Right. Take over, Sergeant. Talk him down.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Regan. Can you read me? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay. Now, I want you to do just as I tell you. First, climb slowly up to 3,000 feet. Can you do that?
Yeah. I think so. The thing says 1,500 now. Is that the right one?
It should be. Watch it as you climb and see if it goes up.
Yeah, I've been watching it. It goes up and down when I do.
Okay, that's the one. Now, can you see the field from where you are? Look around carefully and see if you can see a big spread-out field with several runways. Long concrete strips.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. You're pretty far away, but I think you're what I see.
Okay, now keep climbing and steer towards us. Just take it easy and I'll tell you what to do. Now, I want you to get used to some of the things you're going to have to do when you start letting down for your landing. First, there's a small lever or a wheel.
You watch in complete fascination as the sergeant speaks.
When you find it?
Calmly, quietly, almost hypnotically.
It's a lever.
He makes it sound easy, almost like driving a car, and you begin to have hope. You actually begin to dare to hope that you'll work this thing out. Get this kid down out of trouble.
Can you see what you're flying
You look
over?
at the clock, and it's 3:07.
Yeah, it's sort of scattered houses and what looks like a dry riverbed.
Fine. You're about halfway here. Now, when I tell you, I want you to slow down and pull that lever down. I'll tell you when, but think about it so you can do it.
Hey, the engine's sputtering. I think it's quitting.
Listen to me, Regan. If it quits, keep the nose down and don't slow down under 80.
It's quit. It's all finished.
Head for the river bottom. Keep the speed at 80 and head for the river bottom. If you can get there, slow down by easing back on the wheel and let her lose speed when you're right on the sand.
I can't do it. I don't think I can do it.
Chuck, please try. Please. I love you.
What's his chances, Sarge?
He could make it. He could make it if he remembers to kill his speed. I don't know.
Don't worry, he'll make it, Mrs. Regan. I'm sure he'll make it. You say the words, but you don't feel them. You wish you could believe them, but who's kidding? A guy in an airplane crash landing in a riverbed. You know there's not much chance. And you stand there waiting. And time keeps running, but for you and Mrs. Regan, it's run out. And then the colonel picks up a phone that suddenly rings, and he's excited. And he hands the phone to you, and you listen to a voice on the other end.
He come right down over to my house and banged down on the alfalfa. I thought he was going to take the roof off.
How about the pilot? Is he hurt?
I don't figure he is. Won't get out of the plane, but he don't seem to be hurt. Just sits there staring out the window. Plane ain't hurt much neither, as far as I can see. It just come down and skidded around a little and stopped. He must be a right good pilot to bring that thing down like that. Real good.
Yeah. Even better than you know. We'll be right out to get him, and thanks for calling. Well, you hang up the phone and reach for a cigarette. And you take the first real breath you've had since 11:44 that morning. 3 hours and 47 minutes of fear and terror for hundreds of helpless people because some guy let his hate get away from him. 227 minutes of hate. And you look at Mrs. Regan and you remember the way she sounded when she talked to her husband. Somehow you feel that it'll work out okay for Chuck Regan now that he's got rid of his hate.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
There's a lot of truth in the old saw about the loss of a horseshoe nail resulting in the loss of a kingdom. The tiniest detail can often lead to quite extraordinary results, particularly if the detail is observed by a clever con man with sufficient larceny in his soul. A man like the amazing Dr. Alcazar, who parlayed a piece of string into a small fortune. Listen then, as Mr. Vincent Price stars in The Green and Gold String, which begins exactly 1 minute from now.
Smoke can with the micronite filter. It is the mild cigarette. It's got the freshest, cleanest taste. Yes, it is the mild Kent cigarette. Smoke Kent with the micronite filter. It is the mild cigarette. It's got the freshest, cleanest taste. Yes, it is the mild Kent cigarette. Smoke Kent with the micronite filter.
And now, Mr. Vincent Price in The Green and Gold String, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Hey, step this way, ladies and gentlemen. Learn what the future holds for you.
as Dr. Alcazar, clairvoyant,
That
extraordinary.
dulcet
Dr.
voice
Alcazar.
belongs to Abby, my good and devoted assistant who stands outside my studio here in Coney Island and drums up business. Of course, I wrote his spiel. And did it pay off one evening last fall?
Thank you kindly. Good evening, sir. Are you Dr. Alcazar?
Alcazar, indeed I am, madam, at your service.
I'd like a reading, if you don't mind.
Age 35 to 40, cheap purse, expensive suit too tight and too short, not hers, a hand-me-down accent, British Cockney. Nervous. Something on her mind, possibly a housekeeper or a lady's maid. I showed her to the chair reserved for customers. It's under a mirror. They're handy mirrors.
Spooky in here, ain't it, with all these black curtains?
Black velvet, madam, to minimize all distractions.
Is that your crystal ball?
Yes, madam, the mysterious orb in which I see revealed the future as well as the past. But in your case, I think it won't be needed. Your psychic projection is extremely strong. Even now, I can clearly sense that...
That what?
That you're deeply troubled.
Well, in a way, I am all upset like. But, you see, sir, it's a private matter, and...
Of course. May I suggest that you relax as much as possible? Any undue tension disturbs and obfuscates your aura. And in order to obtain closer contact with your psyche, I'd like to hold some personal possession. Oh, no, not your brooch. No personal jewelry. Its intrinsically counteractive density tends to adumbrate the necessary metaphysic radiation.
It does?
Oh, yes. Perhaps something in your purse,
I see.
That's another gambit in the little game I play. By leaning back and half closing my eyes, I can watch the mirror and see the contents of an open purse. In hers, I saw a roll of stamps, a shabby wallet, a half-eaten candy bar, a postmarked envelope addressed to Miss Lily something or other, a neatly folded sheet of tissue paper, violet-colored, wrapped around a length of gift-wrapping cord, interwoven strands of green and gold, hairpins, a compact.
Will this do?
Your compact. Excellent. Now, to sense the vibrations. Your name. You are named for a flower. Yes, a lily.
Well, I never.
You have a fondness for candy, a sweet tooth?
Oh, no, I'm just awful.
Your present life is bound up with a person of great wealth. I think a woman.
It's the truth, every word.
You have a highly sensitive anima, and are therefore a most sympathetic subject. You are an excellent seamstress and... And that, madam, concludes the general reading.
Oh, is that all?
Well, I could go deeper, much deeper, with a special delineation for an additional 50 cents. Shall I continue?
All right. I guess you might as well.
Excellent. Now, if you'll state your problem briefly.
Oh? Do I have to? I should think you'd already know.
I see madam finds it necessary to test me further. Very well. Well, now, I seem to see paper, tissue paper. What a strange color. Almost orchid. Orchid-colored paper and something else. Two colors interwoven, green and gold. Green and gold.
Ooh.
Have I mentioned something which frightens you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, now you should have sufficient proof of my powers, and since my time is limited, I suggest you tell me the rest of the details.
Well, it's about my sister. My sister and her husband. You see, sir, I've just found out that he's deceiving her like, and I'm the only one that knows.
The eternal triangle.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that.
Oh?
That's why I don't rightly know what to do. The funny thing is that what he's doing to deceive her He's making her happy. Now, my problem is, should I tell my sister, or should I let well enough alone?
I see. You are entangled, madam, in a most unusual psychic web. Now, one moment. There are widely differentiated karmas here. Two paths lie before you. I see you taking one and then the other, but it makes no difference which you follow. For whatever you do, the result will be the same. And there now, I trust your mind has been set at rest, huh?
You mean that's all, sir?
Apparently all that fate intends you to know, at least for the present.
Well, if you say so.
That will be $1.50. I'd forgotten all about the mousy little woman until 3 days later. Abby and I were having breakfast in the diner near the subway station. I was scanning the morning paper while I half listened to Abby's cheerful and rather witless
This time
chatter.
last year, we was already in Miami Beach. Remember, boss? We traveled in style, by plane yet. Yeah, this year looks like we won't even scrape up enough scratch for bus fare. Sure be a laugh if we were stuck here all winter.
Lily Morton. I thought her last name began with an M. Poor wench that same night.
What you talking about?
Abby, old friend, despair not. We may winter in the sun after all.
How come?
Look at this picture. Recall that face?
Huh? No, why?
3 nights ago on Friday, you ushered her into the studio.
Oh, one of the suckers, huh? So what's she done to get in the paper?
She got herself murdered, poor soul, that same night.
Yeah?
It seems she worked as a maid up in Rockland County. She took a late bus back there from New York, and walking from the bus to the house where she worked, well, she encountered someone who strangled her.
Oh, it's tough. But how does that make us any dough?
Listen to this. Gloria Druce, former luminary of the New York stage, now Mrs. Clinton DeVries, today expressed great sorrow over the brutal murder of her personal maid, Lily Morton. Declaring that she wanted to do everything possible to help bring the murderer to justice, Miss Druce said she was posting a reward of $5,000.
$5,000? And you know who done it?
No, but I have a hunch. And I have an idea how, let me see now. I'll need proper clothes, cutaways, striped trousers. For you, a chauffeur's cap should suffice. And we need a car, a limousine.
A which?
Abby, how much money do you have?
For what?
Working capital. To make money, you have to spend money.
I got about $28 and some chicken feed.
And I have less than 5. I have it. My 2 $50 gold pieces. With them, we'll have a total
You ain't going to spend them. You always said they was for good luck.
So I did, Abby. And here is the good luck I've been waiting for. That afternoon, we arranged to rent a limousine, a 1938 Rolls, which I felt exactly suited my persona. We also rented the necessary clothes, and the next day we set out to visit Mrs. Clinton DeVries, née Gloria Druce.
What's the name of the place?
Leonard's Cove. You'll see the sign.
I gotcha. You know, I never even heard of this name, Gloria Druce.
Never heard of her, the greatest Juliet of our century, the theater's fairest ornament for more than a generation.
I noticed you had to look her up.
Merely to refresh my recollection. After all, she's been in retirement for more than 10 years.
Oh, then she couldn't be any spring chicken.
A woman like Gloria Druce is ageless. But it's my guess she's on the dark side of 50. Now, look, Abby, while I'm talking to her, I wish you'd somehow manage to get inside the house. Get acquainted with the servants.
Well, sure, that'll be a cinch. What should I find out?
Anything and everything, but your main assignment is Mr. Clinton DeVries.
Dr. Alcazar, is Mrs. DeVries expecting you?
No, unfortunately, I was
Who is it, Edward?
Dr. Alcazar, madam.
Alcazar? I don't believe I know.
Madam, forgive me for taking this liberty, but...
He says it's about Miss Lily.
Lily? Oh, come into the library, Doctor.
Thank you. Aye, what a charming room. A perfect setting for you, Miss Druce. I beg your pardon, Mrs. DeVries.
Oh, don't apologize. I like it when people remember. Oh, now what is this about Lily? If you have any information, shouldn't you have gone to the police?
Oh, but I've come here seeking information from you. Perhaps you'll let me explain.
Oh, please do. Won't you sit down?
Thank you. Now then, you see, Mrs. DeVries, I'm a metaphysician, a sort of professor of the occult.
Oh.
But understand, madam, I have never used my powers or knowledge for personal financial gain, only in the interests of science.
What has all this to do with Lily?
Well, recently, about 10 days ago, I was engaged in a simple experiment with my crystal ball. in the course of which I encountered a very unusual interruption of the comic stream. A total picture of a woman in distress, a woman in dire danger, seeking help. At the time, I made a full notation of the occurrence and then put the matter from my mind until yesterday.
Yes?
At the home of friends in Baltimore, I chanced to look at a New York newspaper. Lily Morton's photograph caught my eye.
And you think it was Lily you saw in the crystal?
That is the question, Miss Truth, which has brought me all these miles to see you.
Why, this is fascinating.
Please, if you will permit me, I'd like to describe the face I saw.
Yes, please go ahead.
I saw a woman, part of her form, but dimly. But I saw her features very clearly. A rather plain, almost homely face. Welsh, perhaps English. Colorless hair, plainly dressed. Close-set gray eyes, no makeup. A mole here near the right ear. One gold-capped tooth, upper left incisor.
Yes, it is Lily.
You're quite sure?
Oh, yes, there can't be any doubt.
Well, Miss Druce, you have set my mind at rest. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, you're not leaving. I mean, aren't you going to try to find out more?
You don't think I understand?
Well, Doctor, in these few minutes, you have convinced me completely.
I'm greatly honored.
And I was thinking, suppose you try to get in touch with Lily, wherever she is, or isn't that possible?
Well, of course, I have often received messages from the beyond, but...
Then you could find out who killed her.
Oh, but, madam, don't you think the police...
The police, they haven't found a single clue. Oh, won't you please try?
Well, it's a challenge. Though I must warn you, it's not likely to succeed. Oh, there's nothing. The crystal is entirely blank. I'm wasting your time, dear lady.
Oh, please, don't give up yet.
Well, as you wish. Here is something. It's clouding. Now the mists are clearing. A woman's figure? No, it's gone. All I see is a serpent. No, apparently it's a rope, but oddly colored. Interwoven strands of green and gold. The colors of the rope are vivid against a background of violet. It's a peculiar shade of violet.
Oh.
It looks... but the light's fading. The mists are closing in. I'm sorry. The image is gone. I'm truly sorry. I think we're being misled.
You mean because what you saw hadn't anything to do with Lily?
Exactly.
No, it wasn't about Lily. It was about me.
You?
Yes. Just a minute. Doctor, is this the same shade of violet?
Yes, this is what I saw. The same violet tissue paper and this interwoven green and gold string. But why? It was such a powerful image. Has this any emotional meaning, Mrs. DeVries?
Well, yes, it has. It has to do with George.
So that's your husband's name?
Oh, no. George is an old admirer of mine. Of Gloria Druce. Not Gloria DeVries. I've never seen him. I don't know his real name. We just call him George. And this paper and string is what he always wraps his presents in.
An old admirer who sends you presents. It's most romantic.
Isn't it? There's no note with his gift. No address, nothing. Except in the very first one. That was nearly 2 years ago. He enclosed an old theater program from the green and the gold.
Ah, the green and the gold.
Oh, remember?
Oh, yes, I saw you in that. I'll never forget it.
Well, that's how I know he's an admirer. You don't know what it means to an old actress, Doctor. To be remembered.
Ah, yes. What sort of gifts does he send?
Oh, books, perfume, odd little knickknacks.
No candy?
Oh, yes. Every third or fourth package, heavenly liqueur chocolate.
Ah, yes, I'm sure they're delicious.
But all this is keeping us from poor Lily. Won't you try again?
No, not just now. I'm afraid it would be useless now, Mrs. DeVries. But if you like, I'll resume my efforts tonight. Alone.
In a moment, we continue with
Suspense. Do you like surprises? Do you like fun? And do you like to meet famous personalities? Then you're sure to like the Amos and Andy Music Hall. The Amos and Andy Music Hall, located in the grand ballroom of the Lodge of the Mystic Knights of the Sea, is presided over by three of your favorites, the Kingfish, Amos, and Andy. Every weekday evening, Monday through Friday, over most of these same CBS radio stations, they play host to you and to one or more of the top stars in show business, who's a featured surprise guest. People like Jack Benny, Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy, Frank Sinatra, Doris Day, Judy Garland, Tony Martin, and lots of other exciting big-name stars drop in to join the fun, the variety, and the music at the Amos and Andy Music Hall. Why don't you drop in, too? Remember, the Amos and Andy Music Hall comes to you every weekday evening, Monday through Friday, over most of these same CBS radio stations. It's a treat for all the family.
And now we continue with The Green and Gold String, starring Mr. Vincent Price. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
It was nearly 6 when Avi and I left the DeVries house and headed for a little restaurant in Nyack where the Shadrow used to be excellent. It still is. Well, now that you've satisfied the inner man, Avi, could I have a report?
Well, I found out a lot about this DeVries guy from the servants, but I don't know if it helps. He's around 40 to 45.
Considerably younger than his wife.
Yeah, he's been married to her about 5 years. They rub along okay, but no heartthrobs, at least not with him. But he likes polo ponies and sailboats, and she's got the dough.
Very good, Avi. Now, 1 or 2 questions.
Hold it, I ain't finished.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, as to Seth Clinton's recent whereabouts, he's got his boat moored somewhere out on Long Island Sound. You see, she's got a beach house out there, and that's where he went morning of the day this Lily was killed.
And he's still there?
Yeah, but he's due home tomorrow, time for dinner. Now, make with your questions.
Avi, I haven't a one. You've really covered the ground. I'm proud of you.
Well, then it's your turn, brother. Seeing as we've spent nearly our last dime hoping to horn in on that $5,000 reward, I think you ought to fill me in.
With pleasure, Avi. First, I know who killed Lily.
Then let's spill it to the cops and collect.
Not so fast. I found out something else. The same killer is planning to kill again. I think soon. Lily was murdered only because of something she found out.
Yeah? What?
This man, this killer, has been sending presents to Mrs. DeVries. Books, perfume, candy. Well, it's my guess that someday soon the candy will be the death of her.
And Lily Watts has found out who he is.
Indubitably.
And since the dame you're talking about is the DeVries dame, then I suppose you
right.
think...
The guy is the DeVries guy.
Only, Doc, it couldn't be. He was out on Long Island.
No, Avi, he was hiding, waiting for Lily Morton. Look, it was easy. He started out in the morning ostensibly for Long Island, but instead he hid his car and lay low the whole day. He knew the shortcut Lily always took from the bus stop through the back of the estate, and that's where he killed her. Then he drove off to the beach house, where he was supposed to have been all day.
And I suppose you got all that from your crystal ball.
No, from Lily Morton a few hours before she was killed.
No way, you're reaching, Doc.
I told you I knew one thing the police don't know.
Yeah, if it was this Clint, you said yourself you got no proof, and Lily ain't doing no talking now.
Terse, Avi, to the point. You're getting better and better.
So what do? Pick us a park bench, sit around getting corns, waiting for Mr. Clint George to send his frau a popsicle full of strychnine.
I don't think we'd have very long to wait. I think he's about ready to strike. But since our funds will only see us through another day at the most...
You said a mouthful
it's
there.
Up to us to smoke him out. And I have an idea just how to do it.
Oh, good afternoon, Dr. Alcazar.
Forgive me for bothering you at this time, dear lady, just when your husband's returned.
Why, that's right. He has. But how did you know?
Well, I have, shall we say, certain sources of information.
You found out something?
Yes, something startling, almost unbelievable. But I must check it further before...
Oh, but I have to know. Can't you tell me?
I'd rather not. Not on the telephone.
Oh, then you come to dinner, please.
Oh, no. That would be imposing.
Nonsense. I've told Clinton all about you.
Indeed?
I warn you. He's a terrible skeptic. But you can convince know you can.
Care for a cognac, Doctor?
Well, yes, thank you, Mr. DeVries.
Oh, now, Doctor, do tell me what's happened. I told Clinton about your seeing Lily and the crystal, and about the paper and string.
Ah, that string, that green and gold string. Curious, you must admit, Mr. DeVries.
Very curious.
Indeed, yes. And if I sounded excited when I phoned, I was. You see, Mrs. DeVries, I've been at work on our problem, and suddenly I saw, or rather I sensed, that the tissue paper and the green and gold string were not part of your psychic stream.
Whose then?
Lily Morton's.
Lily's? But why? What could George mean to Lily?
I believe he killed her.
George?
Why, that is the most preposterous idea.
Are you sure?
To be frank, no, but I'm convinced that one more evocation of the psychmantic waves will bring confirmation or the reverse.
Oh, Doctor, then couldn't you do it here, tonight?
Well, I could try, unless Mr. DeVries objects.
No, go ahead. Matter of fact, I'd like to sit in.
Excellent. I was hoping you would.
Is the room dark enough?
Quite, thank you.
What nonsense.
Clinton, don't fidget.
Here is something.
It's clouding.
Yes. I can see the green and gold serpent on the violet background. And now I see a man.
Is it George?
I don't know. I can only see his back. His shoulders shake. And he is laughing, an evil, malevolent laugh.
George has done nothing evil. He's only...
The picture is changing. Now I see this room. It is morning, and there is a package on the desk, wrapped in violet paper. A woman enters. It's you, Gloria. You see the package, and you're delighted. Be careful, Gloria. You think this is a gift sent with love, but it is sent only to lull you into a false sense of security.
Why? Why?
Because one day, someday, a package will come that will spell your death.
Clinton.
The image is changing. It's another room now, and Lily Morton is there. She is staring in amazement at something she has found, a ball of green and gold string and a roll of violet tissue paper. And finding them has shown her the identity of George.
She knew and never told me.
Lily is troubled by her knowledge. She doesn't know what to do. She takes a sheet of the paper, a little coil of the string, and she is gone. And now the image of George again. Still, I cannot see his face, but he is staring after Lily. He knows she has discovered him.
And he knows she might tell.
Perhaps. And now we are in a place of shadow. George is lurking there, waiting. He hears Lily's footsteps. He tenses. He leaps at her and seizes her by the throat.
Oh!
Now she is motionless, lifeless. He bends down and finds her purse, takes something from it with his gloved hand.
The paper and the string.
He's stealing away. If only I could see his face.
Try. You must try.
Wait. At last he is turning. We are going to see his face.
That's enough. Stay where you are, both of you. Don't move.
Clinton, you killed Lily.
And you, too, if you're not quiet.
Your plan with the candy might have worked, Mr. DeVries, but with a gun, you don't have a chance.
Shut up. Gloria, open the safe and take out the money you put there this morning. Come on, move.
Oh, all right.
Okay, DeVries, that'll do. Drop the gun.
What?
I'm sorry, lady, but it was him or me.
Him or all of us. That was very terse, Andy. Completely to the point. You've really got a grasp for this kind of work. Harry! Harry!
Yeah, boss?
Look what just arrived in the mail.
Oh, the dame, Gloria Drews. Has she sent us the 5 Gs?
Take a look.
10 Gs. Doc, what are we going to do?
Well, what do you suggest?
Well,
I don't know. We could split it and quit. Each of us do what we want.
Heavy, you'd let money break up our winning combination.
But not me, Doc.
Good. Then let's use our hard-gotten gains to set you and me up in business.
Business? What kind of business?
Alcazar Associates, private investigators. With you doing the legwork and me reading the crystal ball, we're a cinch to make $1 million.
Suspense, in which Vincent Price starred in The Green and Gold String, adapted by Sylvia Richards from a story by Philip MacDonald, and produced and directed by William N. Robeson. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with Miss Nancy Kelly in Trial by Jury, another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Supporting Mr. Price in The Green and Gold String were Jeanette Nolan, Irene Tedrow, Lou Krugman, Byron Kane, and Ben Wright.
Ever hear of the Vandals? That group of savages who bucketed around over most of Europe, destroying everything that was beautiful? According to history, they lived and did their damage over 1,400 years ago. But sometimes one wonders if the Vandals really died out. Certainly there's a group roaming America, especially during the outdoor months, that acts like the Vandals of old. You've seen their work. They're the ones who make sure our picnic spots and roadsides are littered with sandwich wrappings, pop bottles, and beer cans. It's carelessness, not viciousness, that prompts their destructive behavior. Could be that you yourself have been careless in that fashion once or twice. Now, make a vow against it. Do your part to help keep America beautiful.
You hear America's favorite shows on the CBS Radio Network. Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
We are proud to add to our lengthening list of suspense stars Mr. Bartlett Robinson. Although a newcomer to suspense, Mr. Robinson is a veteran of many years in the theater and motion pictures. Mr. Robinson returns now to his first love, radio, as Dave in A Load of Dynamite, which begins in just a moment.
And now, Mr. Bartlett Robinson in A Load of Dynamite, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
You'd have done the same thing in my place. Sure you would. After all, my brother Hal was the only relative I had in the world. So it was only natural to look him up when I got out. I hadn't seen him for a while. Quite a while. And we never wrote. But after all, he was my brother. Now, I'm a pretty careful operator. When I go on a job, I case it first, but good. So I knew just about all there was to know about my kid brother. I knew that he was married and living in a little town in the northern end of the state. I knew that he had a good job. Well, anyway, a good paying job. It ought to be. He was driving a dynamite truck for the Colossus Powder Company. I even had found out that he was the kind of a cat who helped his wife do the dinner dishes. The only thing I didn't know was what a lovely dish that wife of his really was.
There, with the final swipe of the final pot, that does it.
That's for helping.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. King. Let's do some more dishes soon, huh?
It's not always necessary, you know. Sometimes I kiss you just because I feel like it. Like this. All right. That's enough. Now, give me a minute to fix my face and we'll go see a picture.
No pictures tonight, honey. I got to hit the road at 4 a.m.
Oh, gosh, I forgot. What's the run tomorrow?
They're reopening the old Three Angels mine up past Convict Lake. Kind of a big deal, I guess. I'm carrying 144 cases.
Where is the mine? Up in the mountains?
Yeah.
You'll be careful, won't you, darling?
I'm always careful, baby. You see, I have a great big reason for wanting to go on living. You.
I worry so about you.
Now, look, Terry.
And I wish you were doing practically anything else in the world except driving a high-explosive truck.
We've been all over this before, you know, and the answer's always the same. If you can show me anything else that pays off as well as chauffeuring high explosives, well, I mean, for a guy like me...
What do you mean, a guy like you?
Well, I'm no Charlie Van Doren, baby. I'm strictly a 2 years of high school and no special skills boy. And if I wasn't with Colossus, I'd probably be swinging a pick in a construction gang.
I know, but...
Besides, it won't be forever. Well, 2 or 3 years more, and we'll have enough dough tucked away so we can do...
I'm not sure I can take it for 2 or 3 more years, Hal. Sometimes when you're away and I'm here alone, it gets to be more than I can...
Saved by the Bell. I wonder who that is.
Probably Tom and Ethel looking for a canasta game. I'll tell them you have to get to bed early.
Well, maybe we could play for an hour or two.
Yes?
This is the King home, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh. They told me down the street if I rang the bell and the prettiest girl I ever saw answered it, I was in the right house. They weren't kidding.
I'm afraid that I don't...
honey.
I'll give you 3 guesses, Hal.
Dave. What are you doing here? I thought you were...
Now, that's what I call a real brotherly greeting. And after all these years, too. Well, do I get invited in? Sort of chilly out here.
Come in. Terry, this is my brother, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Terry, it's a pleasure. A real pleasure to have the prettiest sister-in-law in the world.
What are you doing here, Dave?
Doing? I'm paying a little visit to my kid brother, who I ain't seen in years.
So no fault of his.
Okay. Go on, rub it in front of your wife.
Hal's told me all about you, Dave.
Yeah, I guess that means I'm off to a bad start with you, huh, sis?
As far as I'm concerned, you're off to the best start you could possibly have. You're Hal's brother.
Well, thanks, baby sister. You know, you always had all the luck, Hal. A swell job, a nice house, and a beautiful and also understanding wife.
Luck? I worked for him, Dave. Worked hard to get him, and I work hard every day to keep him. They weren't handed to me on a platter, and I didn't try to take them away from anybody with a gun.
Hal!
All right. So I pulled 10 years in San Quentin for that stick-up. But I got 3 off for good behavior. They said I was a model prisoner. Don't that make you proud of your big brother?
Oh, sure. Real proud. Ma would be proud, too, if she knew her son was a model prisoner.
Now, you look, Hal.
You were the death of her, Dave, and I can't forget it.
Oh, come off it.
I know. I was there. I watched her day after day worrying about you. I watched her worry her life away.
Hal, it wasn't my fault. I couldn't help it.
You could have helped it if you'd have settled down to a steady job, but that's something you would never do because you never wanted to.
I never did. Before. But a guy gets a chance to do a lot of thinking when he's in queue.
It's like how to pull bigger jobs when he gets out.
Hal, darling, you're not being fair to Dave. Let him talk.
All right. Talk.
You know something, Hal?
What?
I figured out a lot of things while I was away. I've come to a conclusion. A conclusion that I'm not as smart as I thought I was. Not nearly.
Oh, I wish I could believe that.
I always thought I was the wise guy. You were the chump. But I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Well, maybe it ain't too late to start over again. If people will just forget I'm an ex-con.
I'm sure they will.
Can you, Terry?
Of course. You've paid your debt to society.
Yeah, well, we'll see. San Quentin is full of 2-time losers who couldn't make it on the outside because society wouldn't give them a break. We'll see.
Dave, Dave, are you serious, or is this some more of your good intentions?
Yeah, you see what I mean, Terry? Nobody believes an ex-con, including his brother.
I believe you.
And I want to.
You do?
If you really want a job, our outfit can always use a good man.
Do you mean that, Hal?
Yes, Dave, I do. It's dangerous work.
You can't scare me.
But it pays off plenty.
You just got yourself a boy.
Fine. Fine, I'll see the boss about it as soon as he gets back from Frisco.
That's great.
Meanwhile, why don't you stick around here for a few days and take it easy? I guess you got a vacation coming to you at that.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't want to put you to any trouble. I mean, well, would it be all right with you, Terry?
It's the way it should be, Dave.
You two are real folks.
Okay. Okay, so it's a deal. Any beer in the icebox, honey?
I wouldn't be surprised. We'll drink to the family reunion.
Listen, Dave. There's something I want to tell you before Terry gets back.
You don't have to tell me, boy. I know. Dynamite is tricky stuff, huh?
Tricky? All you have to do is make one wrong move and you're...
So I don't make any wrong moves.
Yeah, but sometimes it happens without your having anything to do with it. The brakes go out on a mountain road, or a boulder comes rocketing down a hill and you got to make a fast stop and...
Oh, that's 1,000 to 1 shot.
You want to try to call the odds on this one? Paul Gordon, one of our best men, was making a run over to Utah last month, just after the deer season opened. A guy missed the buck he was shooting at, but he didn't miss Paul's truck.
So that's 1,000,000 to 1. I'd go up against shorter odds than that to get what you got.
All right. But I had to tell you before you...
Hey, watch it. Here comes Terry.
Well, here we are.
Hey, that looks great.
Oh.
Beer and salami and
Will
cheese.
Will you do the
and
honors, darling?
Sure. Here you are, ma'am.
Thank you.
Dave?
Much obliged.
And one for old Dad.
Now, I'd like to propose a toast.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Here's to you, Dave. Here's wishing you health and good fortune and happiness. You know, just the best of everything.
You mean like Hal's got? Yeah, I'll settle for that. The best of everything. Now, don't get me wrong. I meant it about wanting to settle down and go to work for a change. Meantime, until Hal's boss got back, I was in clover. Every day but Saturday and Sunday, Hal was out on the road. And me? I was hanging around the house with that gorgeous wife of his. She couldn't have been nicer. Treated me like I was her brother. But the feelings I had toward her were not exactly brotherly. I tried to control them. I honestly did. Because it was fun to be with her, too. Like the time we went downtown to buy me some decent clothes. With the dough Hal lent me.
Here's a pretty tie, Dave. It'll go beautifully with that blue shirt you just got.
Oh, no stripes, thanks. I've had enough of them.
Oh, you promised me you weren't going to think about that anymore, much less talk about it.
I'd promise you anything, Terry. You ought to know that by now.
Promises don't mean a thing, not unless you keep them.
All right, I promise never to break another promise, okay?
Okay. Gosh, look at the time.
Yeah, it's 4:30, so what?
Hal will be home at 5 today.
Oh. Yeah, he likes to have you there waiting for him when he comes home, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
You know something, Sugar? I don't blame him.
You're very quiet, Dave.
Yeah, I was thinking.
About what?
Did you know every single man in San Quentin has the same dream?
He does?
Yep. Waking or sleeping, the same dream.
What is it?
He dreams of what it'll be like when he gets out. And most of all, he dreams of the 3 things he wants most.
What are they?
Good clothes, a slick car, and a pretty girl.
Was that your dream, too?
Yep. And it's all come true. Except...
Except what?
Except the way I dreamed it. The pretty girl wasn't my brother's wife. She was a faithful wife, all right. She never gave any sign that she realized what I was driving at. And Hal, he went overboard with the devoted brother act.
The boss isn't back from Frisco yet, Dave. But there's no rush. It's like I said before. You got a vacation coming to you. Hey, do you still like to hunt?
Yeah, I sure do.
Why don't you drive into town tomorrow, get yourself a license? I got a 30-06 you're welcome to use.
Any deer around?
Well, they tell me the thickest flies are on Convict Lake.
How about it, Terry? You want to go hunting?
Oh, no, thanks, Dave. I just don't like the idea of killing anything.
Oh, okay, but I'll bet you $7 to a plug dime that you'll eat the venison after I bring it home. So there we were, just one happy family. When Hal was at home. But when he wasn't, Terry drove me nuts. I tried, I really did. I'd go out for long walks by myself, or I'd listen to the radio or try to read. But it was no good. I couldn't get my mind off her. Then one day, we were finishing lunch. It was a warm day, and she was wearing shorts and a halter.
Another cup of coffee, Dave?
Oh, no, thanks. I haven't got any room.
All right, then I'll do the dishes.
No, I'll clear the table for you.
Oh, don't bother. There aren't very many things. I'll just get your cup and saucer and...
Terry.
Dave, let go of me. What's wrong with you?
What do you suppose is wrong with me?
Let go of me, Dave. You must be crazy.
Maybe I am. I was stashed away for 7 years, and I never even saw a woman. And the ones I've seen since I came out, they weren't like you.
Take your hands off me, Dave. If Hal knew about this, he'd... Dave, let me go. There's somebody at the door.
Yeah, I guess I'd better see who it is.
But if it's Hal...
Don't worry. I'll handle it.
In just a moment, we continue with Suspense. And now, we continue with the second act of A Load of Dynamite, starring Bartlett Robinson. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I felt pretty silly when I opened the door. It was only a Girl Scout selling cookies. But the interruption gave me a chance to get a hold of myself. And to make the most serious decision I'd ever made in my life.
Dave, I've got to have a talk with you.
Don't you say it, Terry. Listen to me first. I flipped my lid, sure. But even if that kid hadn't rung the bell when she did, I'd have stopped. Just for a minute, I forgot you were my brother's wife. But when you said if Hal knew about this, it pulled me up short. Hal's a great guy, Terry, the greatest. He gave me a real square shake. I'd never do anything to cross him up. Or you neither.
It mustn't ever happen again, Dave.
It won't, Terry. I swear it won't. I'll never lay a hand on you again. As long as you're Hal's wife.
Hi, darling. What kind of a day did you have?
Oh, you know, the usual thing. How about you?
Usual by me, too. I ran 5 tons of blasting powder to Canyon Camp, and that was it.
Any news about Dave's job?
Boss isn't back yet.
Right. I hope you can get it set pretty soon, darling.
Why?
Well, it's just that... Well, I think Dave's beginning to get sort of, restless.
He should get restless. A comfortable house to live in, the best meals a man ever put under his belt, and the prettiest girl in the world to keep him company. What more does he want? Where is he, by the way?
How do you know? He wasn't here when I got back from the market.
I bet he went to get that hunting license.
Well, then why didn't he ride in with me?
You sound funny, baby, like you have something on your mind. Anything wrong?
How, darling?
Come on now, come on, let's have it. What's nibbling on you?
How does Dave drink?
I don't know. Remember, I haven't seen him for a long time. Why?
Well, it's something that happened today.
Like what?
Well, when I offered him a bottle of beer today, he asked me if we had any bourbon in the house. When I told him we didn't, he said he'd have to do something about it. We was kidding, of course,
Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I better find out before I get him a job. You're asking for it when you mix alcohol and gasoline, but when you add a few tons of dynamite, then you are in trouble. certainly know your way around a kitchen, sugar. That was one mighty fine dinner.
I'm glad you liked it, darling.
I'm glad I did, too. It sort of kept the family average up. You didn't eat a thing.
I guess I'm worried, Hal.
You mean about Dave?
Where is he, Hal? Why didn't he come home? Why hasn't he telephoned? Maybe
He's
something...
a big boy now, Terry.
I know.
It goes one of two ways now, sugar. If he meant what he told us the other night, there's nothing to worry about. If he didn't, then it's strictly his headache. Remember, he's still on probation.
Poor guy.
I'm sorry for him, too, Terry.
I know you are.
Yeah. I'm sorry for him. And for every other man in the world, because they can't be married to you.
You're a darling.
Come on, baby. It's time to hit the sack.
Wake up.
What is it? What is it?
Hal, there's somebody in the house. I heard a noise in the kitchen. There it is again.
Well, it's probably
Look,
just...
the light just went on.
Well, why shouldn't it? Is that you, Dave?
Yeah.
Well, come on in for a minute.
I'll be right with you.
Hey, easy does it, man. Hey, you're lucky I didn't take a shot at you.
Why? Because I had a couple of drinks.
Say, you did at that, didn't you?
Sure I did. I found me a girl in town, a nice, friendly girl. And we sat in the Red Dog and belted around a piece of booze.
Dave, you shouldn't have.
You know something, Terry? You're absolutely right. They got fine liquor at the Red Dog, and like I said, the girl was real friendly, but it wasn't any good, Terry. It wasn't any good at all.
We'll talk about it tomorrow, kid. What you need now is a little shut-eye, and I do, too. I'm making the run up to that new mine tomorrow.
The one up in the mountains near Convict Lake?
Yeah, and with a full truckload, I wouldn't like to fall asleep at the wheel, if you know what I mean.
Want me to fix you some coffee, Dave?
No, thanks.
Want me to help the bed boy?
I don't need any help. I'll make it all right. You stay here, Hal. You stay right where you belong. With Terry.
Have time for another cup of coffee, Hal?
Yeah, I guess so. Eddie isn't due to pick me up for 10 minutes. Hey.
What?
You forgot to kiss me this morning.
No, I didn't. I just don't believe it's good for you on an empty stomach. There you are.
Ah, now the day may begin.
Silly. I think I'll take a cup into Dave. It'll help wake him up.
That's a good idea.
Dave? Dave!
He's still dead to the world. Go on in.
Hal!
Huh?
He's not here.
What?
Well, the bed's not even turned down, just rumpled, like he threw himself across it without undressing.
I get it.
What?
Look in the corner. My rifle's missing. He must have gone hunting.
On foot?
I doubt it. Take a look out in the garage.
You're right, the car's gone.
He's got a lot of nerve taking off with the car without telling us.
Oh, well, it's all right. I won't be needing it today.
With the hangover he must have, he's in no shape to go deer hunting.
Maybe not to go deer hunting, but I was in good enough to shape to bag what I was after. A 10-ton truck is a pretty sizable target. And when it's loaded with dynamite, you can hit it anywhere and it'll go off. I found me a perfect location, where the road winds down a steep grade just before you get to Convict Lake. I hid the car in the underbrush and climbed up to the top of the bank. It was rough going. I slipped a couple of times, but I made it in plenty of time. It was nice sitting there in the warm morning sunlight, thinking about Terry. Thinking about the life we were going to have together. I knew she liked me like a sister, but after a while she'd learn to like me like a wife. I would be so understanding and sympathetic with her in her bereavement. I would be kindness itself. We would be joined in a terrible experience. The tragic accident that had taken away her husband and deprived me of my loving brother. An accident that was about to happen. It was Dave's truck feeling its way down the tricky slope in Compound Low. I got it full in my sights and waited until it came closer. Closer until I couldn't miss. I aimed for the big white C and the word Colossus on the side and carefully squeezed the trigger.
Anybody home?
Darling, you're early.
Yeah, I quit.
What?
Yeah, I'm through with dynamite. Won't be so much loot driving freight, but you'll live a lot longer.
Oh, darling, I'm so glad.
I thought you would be.
Whatever made you make up your mind?
Well, I got scared, honey. Real bad scared for the first time.
What happened?
I was coming down that steep grade outside Convict Lake when I heard a rifle crack back in the woods. And I thought about the time Paul Gordon got blown up over in Utah when that hunter missed his deer. So I decided life is short enough as it is.
Oh, darling, I feel 10 years younger.
So do I, honey. Oh, point killer.
Maybe it's Dave.
I'll get it.
Oh, look, Hal. There's the sheriff's car parked at the curb.
Maybe it's about Dave, then. Yes, officer?
Are you Mr. King?
Yes.
Dave King, your brother?
Yes.
I'm afraid I have bad news for you, Mr. King.
What's happened to him? What's my brother done now?
He's killed himself.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't mean suicide. It was apparently a hunting accident.
What happened?
He was up in the mountains hunting. Must have stumbled or fell because the barrel of his rifle was plugged with mud. When he fired, the explosion drove the breech block right back into his face. Killed him instantly.
Where did this happen?
Up near Convict Lake. You know where that steep grade comes down the mountain just before you get to the lake.
I know.
Sorry to have to bring the bad news, Mr. King. Guess you and your brother were pretty close.
Yeah? Yes, we were. Pretty close.
Suspense, in which Mr. Bartlett Robinson starred in William N. Robeson's production of A Load of Dynamite, written by Richard Wheel. Listen. Listen again next week for another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Supporting Mr. Robinson in A Load of Dynamite were Ellen Morgan, Paul Dubov, and Barney Phillips. Suspense